Good evening and welcome to another episode of Poetic Just Us, sponsored through the NAACP Chicago Westside branch. I'm your host, Tara Levy.
And I am Jamesia Banks.
And thank you for tuning in.
Yes, yes.
So, whether you know it or not, tomorrow marks the first half of 2019.
What?
Girl.
Say what?
Yes. Tomorrow is June 1st. And what that means, those New Year's resolutions that you proposed on December 31st of 2018, we're going to see how is that going for you.
How is it?
Half the year has passed. Have you accomplished your goals? Have you met your expectations? And if not, what would be the reason for this? Okay? All right. And so, to start our discussion for today, we're going to turn to my grandmother in my spirit and in my mind, Dr. Maya Angelou, for some inspiration. Y'all ready? Okay, here we go. Snap on for her. Success is liking yourself, liking what you do, and liking how you do it. Again, that's a quote by Dr. Maya Angelou. So, what does that mean to you? Success.
Success is literally, Dr. Maya Angelou put it in perfect words, how I see myself being, what I am happy with. If I can go to sleep peacefully at night, knowing that I have done enough for the day.
Yeah.
You know, success is just me meeting my own requirements of the standard that I have set for my life. So, yes.
I noticed you have a lot of pronouns of me and my. Like, it's all about you seeking this validation. It's not an external force. And I really appreciate that. I feel like when you are your only marker, your only comparison, that's part of just being happy with who you are.
Right.
You know? And I also believe that success is rooted in how you see yourself and how you just have, like, just personal health and mental health and just well-being. So I feel that success is connected to wellness. Let's get into wellness and what that actually means.
Health is wealth.
Health is wealth.
Yes, it is.
So, wellness. Wellness is the state of being in good health, especially as actively pursuing a goal, and this begins with self-care. Again, we know, like me, we had all these New Year's resolutions, and how have you stuck with them? Or have you stuck with them? Like, what's been your progress on that? Like, for me, I remember last year, I turned 25, and at the top of the year, I had a list of 25 goals I was going to make and accomplish by 25. That's a very overzealous goal, I understand.
Definitely.
But the fact that I didn't really have, like, a plan to accomplish these goals. I just said, I'm going to accomplish these goals by the time I'm 25, and it's going to happen. And while I accomplished a lot that year, I didn't meet all 25 goals, and I beat myself up about it. But basically, my goals, my intentions weren't rooted in what was best for me.
Right.
And so that's what made me, like, disappointed in not accomplishing these goals,
Yes. And I appreciate that you said it wasn't what was best for me, because sometimes what you think is what's best for you is not what's best for you. And the universe is going to try its best to prevent whatever is going to happen. So being able to be self-aware and to understand you are the energy that you put out.
Yes.
That is just how you make your goals come to fruition, Speak it into existence.
Yes, absolutely. And I think just being patient with yourself, but as well as being realistic in the goals that you set. So if my goal is to lose 25 pounds in a month, that's more than likely not going to happen in a healthy way, right?
In a healthy way, right.
That's what we're going for. Everything you want to accomplish, you want to have it done in a positive, healthy way, right? And so, like, having a plan for what you set out to accomplish, and as well as being realistic, I think, are two keys for being successful and accomplishing your goals. And again, this all starts with wellness. It starts with how you treat yourself and how you see yourself. As my grandmother says, Dr. Maya Angelou, success is liking yourself, right?
Yes. Liking
and liking who you are becoming. Success is also connected to self-care. So we're going to get into that too. So why is self-care so important? Why are we always told to care for other people but not ourselves? Think about it. You can't do something for someone else before doing it for yourself. You can't love someone else if you don't love yourself.
You cannot pour from an empty cup.
Yes. There's this proverb that says, don't trust a naked man when he offers you a shirt.
Exactly.
So what that means is if he's offering something he does not have, you can't really trust that. And again, one cannot preach about proper function in the workplace or any other place if you do not have that wherewithal for yourself, if you are not balanced for yourself. What are some things that you do to self-care and keep yourself level-headed despite all these stresses that may happen in the world?
I definitely go to the gym a lot. I work out 4 to 5 times a week. And just being in that zone, my own space, I have my headphones, my music, and I know that what I'm working on is going to help me become a better person. It's a goal of mine to be very healthy. So working out not only gives me a space to think, it also gives me enough discipline. Like, you have to have enough discipline, first of all, you have to have the motivation. Oh, I want to go to the gym. I want to go to the gym. Then you need to have the discipline to actually get up and, go to the gym and do what you need to do. And then to consistently do it, you have to have this mindset of, this is working in my benefit because I want it to happen, and it's working in my benefit because it's going to help me stay healthy.
Yeah.
So that's a win-win situation there, So that's a major key that I do. Going to work out definitely opens my mind, and you can really stress that way, So yeah, that's what I do. How about yourself?
So I recently started going to the gym more often too. I think my biggest issue, like not just the gym, but just with any goal that I set, is to be consistent. So I was on this cleanse. I said I was going to do it for 30 days. I lasted being consistent for 2 weeks. That's why I was going to go to the gym every single day for 30 days. That lasted for a week. So being consistent is one thing I want to improve for the second half of 2019.
Right, it's 2019.
Okay, y'all. I remember when I was a kid, I was like, I can't wait till I turn 18. Oh, I can't wait till I turn 21. Oh, I can't wait till I graduate college. All these things I said I can't wait for.
Right.
It's I can wait. I could chill on that because life happens so quickly. Life moves so fast. You really just have to just sit and reflect and just really appreciate the moments you have in time.
Right. And that is also a good way of self-care too, because a lot of times, like you said, we're always waiting for the I can't wait moment. We're not enjoying the present.
Right.
You have to enjoy the come up, It's going to be stuff you're going to remember when, and you never really appreciate it. So self-care is just realizing you live in the present and everything is okay. The sun will come up tomorrow no matter what. So that's a good way of self-care, just realizing, being aware.
Absolutely. And I also link self-care to just being grateful. So, looking at the things you have and what you don't have, right? If you constantly say, you know what? This is what I have. This is what I have going for me. That just boosts your esteem. That boosts your mood as well. Mm-hmm. Because it's easy to say, well, you know what? I don't have a really big house. I don't have the newest car. I don't have this. I don't have that. But that's not going to help you get to where you want to be in terms of your goals, as well as it's going to alter your just view of life. So looking at, as you said, looking at the glass half full rather than half empty is important. And living in the moment. I know we say happy Friday when it's Friday, but why can't it be happy Monday? You should be happy you here on a Monday. So it's just don't just live for the weekend. Live for those Mondays too. What can you do on a Monday that's going to better yourself? That's going to thank yourself on Friday for what you did on Monday.
Exactly.
What can you do?
Because even though, you say you do it tomorrow, every day counts.
And who's to say that, God forbid, who said that you see Friday? You know, you have to be grateful. Mm-hmm. And then that's why, again, I'm preaching to myself. You have to be grateful. You have to make the most out of those moments.
Definitely.
And that's how you really accomplish all these goals that we set at the beginning of the year, right? And be consistent. Be consistent is what I have to work on myself.
Yes, yes.
But yeah, we want you all to chime in. Those who are viewing, let us know your thoughts. How is it going with these New Year's resolutions? Have you been successful this year? Has it been a different year where you don't just set up all these resolutions in January and then all fall flat in February? Have you been motivated to be consistent? Call us now at 312-738-1060.
But yes, I definitely think that consistency and discipline are what makes life happen, what makes the world goes round. Because, if people consistently seeing you do one thing or seeing that you're really good at something, that becomes, part of your reputation. And whomever that you say that you want to be, you can be that person. You just need to step up and show up as that person. Like, if you want to be a millionaire, you need to take the necessary steps to get there.
Absolutely. Looks like we have a caller. Hello. Thank you for calling in.
Thank you for taking my call. I have a question. They say it takes 21 days to form a habit. So does that mean that if I do something consistently, like working out for 21 days, then it will just become a habit and I don't have to think about it? I'll just wake up every morning and just be in the workout mode?
You know what? I wish I knew what that was like. Because I tell myself I'm going to do this for 30 days. And then it lasts 2 weeks. So I do think it takes time to create habits. It does take time. It's like practicing, right? So if you practice the wrong way all the time, you're eventually going to just keep doing the wrong thing. But if you practice a new way, it's going to take some time to retrain yourself. I do believe that the more you practice something, good or bad, it sticks with you.
Definitely. And I would say once you put in, I don't know, time-wise, but once you start putting in a lot of time, you start to feel like this is a normal routine. And you're starting to feel like if I don't continue it, what would I would have wasted so much time. I would have wasted so much experience just not of what I started out doing. I could have been here if I would have kept doing it.
Yep.
So that's where it comes with the consistency and discipline. It's always going to be hard. Some days you're tired from work. Sometimes you're home. You want to do something better with your time, you think, but you have to have that discipline to do it. So
absolutely. And so since I am on TV, I'm going to tell the truth and proclaim it right now.
Go ahead.
I will be consistent this week.
Yes, girl.
Y'all heard me say it.
I heard you.
I'm going to be consistent this week. So the goals that I set out for this week, Friday, May 31st.
May 31st.
It's going to be consistent. Next week.
Great.
June 7th. What's that? June 7th. June 6th.
And I'm going to be the good friend to make sure that you stay on time.
Yes.
Because that helps you stay disciplined when you have people there to help come around.
Accountability. Yep, absolutely. Caller, what's happening?
Yeah, good evening to y'all. I want to know why the media and Andre Holmes did not call Ed Burke a suspect after what he corrupt. My name is James.
Hi, James. Can you restate your question, please?
Okay, Andre Holmes and the media did not call Ed Burke a suspect after what he did, corruption, when Lightfoot got on him today. And when Andre Hall, but Andre, I went to tell people, they said it to the police. Why he didn't go to Ed Brady to tell himself in? The media did not did that either. They always call other people suspect. Why they didn't call Ed Brady a suspect?
Thank you.
Okay. We didn't quite get that, but thank you for tuning in. We appreciate your contribution. But as Demecia said, that having an accountability partner it's also helpful in achieving your goals. So be consistent.
Yes.
I already proclaimed it, y'all. I am going to be consistent. This is something I will do. I said it for you, so I have to tell the truth now. I can't lie on TV.
No. Because it's going to come back. We're going to rewind.
We're going to check that and say, you know what? Did you really stay focused? Did you? Remember what you said?
Remember what you said?
Yeah,
and don't you hate when people be like, remember when?
Yep.
Or did that happen yet?
That's that accountability.
It is. It kind of stings a little bit.
Face the truth.
The truth hurts.
It's too hard.
It is.
But you got to be real with yourself.
You do.
In order to get ahead and accomplish those goals that you set, in January 1st of 2019 of this year.
Because it's definitely going to give you more motivation in. You're like, oh, I got to shut the haters down.
Yeah, okay.
You just need the discipline to get up. You want to do it.
Absolutely. And one thing I do, I try to treat every month like a new year.
Right.
Okay, so
That's cool.
so like I make resolutions, I make goals for like the month of May. I want to have this accomplished by June 1st.
Mm-hmm.
June 1st, I make goals for July 1st. Mind you, I have not been successful yet with accomplishing 100% of my goals for each month.
But you still have the percents.
I have percentage. this month I want to have a higher percentage of accomplishing the goals that I set out for the month of June. So like starting tomorrow, June 1st, I'm going to make a list of goals. I write in my journal, make a list of goals, realistic, that I want to accomplish for July 1st. And healthy. So realistic and healthy goals that I want to have accomplished for July 1st. I'm going to use my accountability partner. Make sure, like, check in and be like, hey, Tara, how is that going? Do you remember you said that you wanted to do this? How is that going? And what are you doing to work towards that goal, right? And I recommend having, like, just check-ins with yourself, like, every week. What are you doing during this week, Monday through Sunday? What are you doing to work to that goal that you wrote for the month of June? Like, what are you doing? You got to stay focused. Here are also some tips of what you can do to just be focused and have a healthy mind, just to get yourself in a space of really being intentional about the goals you set, as well as just being well and achieving wellness. So to have a healthy mind, what you can and should do, if you have someone close to you, you can vent to someone you trust with your problems and will have experience dealing with them. Like I know I talk to my mom like almost every day, pretty much every day, just to check in with her, see how she's doing, as well as just turn to her for advice. If you see yourself in a constant stressful situation, you should remove yourself from these stressful situations if possible. Say if your job is giving you stress, well, maybe you can take a meta moment, a time for yourself, and just meditate, catch your breath, do some deep breathing. As well as try to occupy your time, do something you like. Watch a movie, read a book, go for a walk. I especially love going for a walk. Like, it's very therapeutic for me, as well as gives you nice exercise. So, like, it's nice out, so definitely go for a walk. And then lastly, as I mentioned, keep a private journal or notebook for yourself, just to keep yourself on track and on just like a marker for what you're doing and how you were thinking and feeling during that time. Do you have any other suggestions of achieving wellness and keeping a healthy mind?
Definitely the accountability and having a healthy circle around you. You want to be around people that are not draining. You want to be around people that are inspiring and always giving you space to be who you are. And you know, you're comfortable in your environment. If you're uncomfortable, you're always going to be looking for something different and never content with the situation. You're not going to be able to live life in the present moment. So make sure you keep like healthy friends too. You know, people that are not criticizing you off of hateration liquid, but criticizing you just because they want you to be a better person. You know, they see the potential in you and they like, they're holding you accountable. So that's the difference. It's very important to have good people, good, genuine people around you. So
absolutely. Yesterday, I attended this film festival. It was sponsored through Gentleman Jack Daniels, and they showcased young black filmmakers in Chicago. And the guest speaker there was Malik Yoruba, the actor, director, writer, like in Empire. This just crazy talented man. And he mentioned that if you are the smartest person in the room, you're in the wrong room.
Definitely. You're in the wrong room.
You're in the wrong. If you are the most, not saying you have to measure people, but if you are the most accomplished person in the room, you're in the wrong room. You want to be around people who have met your goals and exceeded them, so you can get to that next level. Yeah, we're not saying being bougie and change your friends and your settings, but also network and expand your horizon so you can move on to that next step. Yeah,
and it's not really being bougie. It's just you're being comfortable with your set standards of life. People are okay with their set standards no matter what they are. But if you have something different, you're not bound and you're not forced to be around them. If you want something bigger, if you want something different, you can seek different.
Absolutely. And this is This is our year. Yes, half of it has passed, but we are blessed to see the rest of it. So what are you going to do differently this year? What is your plan of attack? How is the rest of 2019 going to be just as good, if not better, than the first half? And that's our question for tonight.
Yes, yes.
What about you? Like, what are you going to do differently for the second half of 2019?
I think that I would like to take up more of my studies. I think I'm very interested in learning new things all of the time, but an excuse that I have, which is excuses are tools of incompetence, which are used, just for blanket spaces. But yes, so I would like to read more. I would like to just learn a lot more and how I can take those steps. Yeah. I guess I can start just making it a habit to visit the library more often. I used to visit the library all the time in college, and I sporadically do it now, but I would like to spend more time at the library and just, learning more things and just bringing that energy into my life, just the knowledgeable energy and just expanding my horizons. So that would be definitely something that I need to be working on. I could spend time in the sun reading on the beach since it's the summer.
Yeah, I love meditating by the lakefront. I love just finding a nice park just to kick it with myself. You know what I mean? We're constantly around people, which is great. I love being around people, just my family, my friends, just really cool, positive energies. But it's also nice just to chill and just spend some quality time with yourself, you know? Speaking of spending time with other people, we have a lot going on with NAACP. A lot of events, a lot of good people, a lot of good conversations that we want to educate you all about. And so, take a look at this.
Yes, yes.
Next Tuesday, June 4th, at the Heart Growth Behavioral System, 5730 West Roosevelt, there'll be one of two-part discussion on violence and trauma, specifically in the Westside community, Austin community. So join the Chicago Police Department and Austin community mental health professionals for the two-part session. The first session is this coming Tuesday. That's evening from 6 to 7. And then the second part of the session will be Tuesday, June 11 from 1:30 to 2 p.m. to 2:30 p.m. at the 15th District Station on Madison Street. Again, a lot of resources out there with healing our traumatized communities and just making us better as a whole. And here are some of the sponsors: Chicago 15th District Police Department, NAMI, Build, Westside Community Triage and Wellness Center, as well as Heart Growth Hospital. Tomorrow, there's an expungement summit. So for those who've been incarcerated, this will be a great event, or you know of someone who can benefit from this. This is a great event. Let you all take a look. And here's the registration site. Another event happening tomorrow is an event sponsored by Congressman Danny K. Davis called Fatherhood in the Neighborhood, Block by Block. It's from 1 to 5, 2813 West 5th Avenue. There'll be free food, health services, haircut, awards, and good conversation with good people on the West Side. That's tomorrow from 1 to 5. A lot going on this weekend, a lot going on in June. Later on this month, there'll be a Men's Health Summit and Construction Job Fair at Kennedy King College. That's Thursday, June 13th from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Some keynote speakers is Terry Mason, the COO of Cook County Department of Public Health. Congressman Dennis Deere and Congressman Danny K. Davis will also be in attendance. And that's Thursday, June 13th at Kennedy King College. And again, here's this resource regarding those struggling with mental health issues or substance abuse. You can call this number here, as well as check out their website. So a lot of fun, restorative, helpful events happening on the Westside this month.
Yes, yes.
And just, again, tools to help you be a better you and accomplish those goals that you set back in 2018, the last day of the year, and make them into fruition for this year. Cool? We have about a few more minutes before we wrap up our show. Any lasting comments? You can call in now at 312-738-1060. Any final words before we close out our show?
In order to live your best life, you need to show up as that person. So, whomever you think that you are,
Yes.
be that person. Because no one can be you but you.
Yes.
If you're too busy trying to be someone else, who will take their time out to be you?
Absolutely. And here's a saying that I really like. Think it, believe it, speak it, live it, become it. This is how you are successful with living your best life, as well as accomplishing those goals that you set out to accomplish. Because it is possible.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all, this is how I start off pretty much every morning, by listening to this beautiful spirit, Jill Scott. And while the song has been out for, about 15 years now, it's something I've listened to.
It's a classic.
It's a classic.
Yes,
it's never going out of style.
Never.
I encourage you to play this. It's called Golden by Jill Scott. And the line she repeats, living my life like it's golden.
Living my life like it's golden.
Sing that
golden.
now. Living my life like it's golden. So making the most out of your here and now. And tomorrow is our general body meeting. We meet the first Saturday of each month at Sankofa, 5820 West Chicago Avenue, starting at 1 p.m. All are welcome to attend. Thank you all again for tuning in to Poetic Just Us, sponsored by the NAACP Chicago Westside Branch. I'm your host, Tara Levy.
And I am Jamesia Banks.
And thank you for tuning in. Have a good night.
Thank you. See you next Friday.